Good morning. It's 10:35 in the morning, in fact, on Friday, the 14th of July, 2017. Valentino and I are up here in our computer room. This is one of the smallest rooms in the house, and I think I've told you before, this is the room where Karen and Andor and Valentino and I spend most of our time. We have a very big house here. It's 4 stories and has about 4,000 square feet of living space, but we spend most of the time, at least in the evening, well, we spend most of the time in the kitchen, I have to admit that, but the rest of the time we spend in this little room, which is about 8 feet wide and 12 feet long or so. And I have my computers up here, or we have our computers up here. Karen has a computer across the way here. And I have mine here next to the window. So in the evening when we're putting pictures on Instagram or watching videos on YouTube, then we sit up here in this little room. I made some video footage yesterday driving to the from the train station and also to the workshop where I had the car fixed. I'm going to take the car in again today because there's, well, I'll tell you what happened. In this Mercedes, I'm not sure if this is standard on many front-wheel drive cars or what. The spring actually turns with if this was the spring in the shock absorber, the coilover shock absorber, this is the chassis of the car. The spring actually turns when you turn the steering wheel. It turns with the wheels, I mean. And up here where it sits on where the chassis sits on this top of the spring is a bearing. It was worn out. I've talked to someone who said, yes, of course, at 230,000 kilometers, they wear out. Whenever you replace the springs or shocks, you should replace those bearings. Well, the shocks were replaced, but the bearings didn't get replaced. So now I had them replaced yesterday, and the mechanic determined when he had the car up that the steering damper, I guess it's called, stabilizer, the ball joint that the steering damper is connected to the steering by I'm sorry, I don't talk about car parts in English very much anymore. It's worn out, and it is. You can hear it when we go over a bump. You can hear it banging. So he ordered one yesterday, and he'll put it in this afternoon. I have to go into Alsfeld today and buy some food for the cat and food for us, and a few other things. Get some gas in the car. So I'm going to do that now, but I thought I would start this video, and I put the footage that I made yesterday on here. I'll start with that, in fact. And in the end, I'll show you a picture of those bearings that are worn out. Maybe I'll make just a short video about that. I'll put that all together, and this will be a little bit longer video then. Okay, here goes with the drive home from the train station yesterday morning. The morning was beautiful, sunny, and I got some nice footage of the area on our drive home. It's such a beautiful morning. I thought I'd just turn the camera on, let you drive home with me, and listen to this now. I want to do something here. I'm going to just turn the steering wheel. I don't know if you can hear that noise, but it is very irritating. I'm taking the car. That's why I have the car today. I took Andor and Karen to the train station just now, and that's where I took that picture of the, or that short clip of the track laying train. And I also saw an old Chevy truck on the way home that I'm going to put in fact, I'll just put the picture in right here. I just took a picture of it. It wasn't moving. It's in a locked-in yard where a club, I guess it's a club, I haven't been able to find out much about it, that actually restores and drives, I mean, it's made up of people who restore and drive American muscle cars. I've seen a number of 60s and 70s cars there, all with big V8s, and some of them look like they've been pretty modified to some extent at least. It's really a beautiful day today. It's quite cool. Let's see, it's 10 degrees Celsius, which I think is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's been much colder than that actually these last couple of days for some reason. It started raining a few days ago and just poured the whole time. Here are some cows. I don't know, can you see them? Well, maybe not. They're Scottish Highland cattle with long horns. One of our neighbors raises them. He sells the meat. I've tried to get some from him, but he has so many takers. The meat is, oh my word. Doesn't even notice that he's blocking the street here. He has so many takers for the meat that the chance of getting any is relatively small. Oh, we're coming to our little village here. I'm going to go home and drink a cup of coffee and then take the car to the shop and he'll drive me back home. The shop is only about a 5-minute drive from our house in the next village. Maybe I'll take you with on the way there. Hear the spring scraping there, or the bearing rubbing. So, and we're home.